let's go. Alright. More or less just working through the 3 available jobs I have. I should figure out if you guys are able to hear my game through my speakers, or if I have to put headphones on, because I don't really want to put headphones on. We'll keep doing the washroom. The washroom is probably the most enjoyable of the 3 jobs I'm doing right now. So I guess it's the magic moments. Will my microphone pick up the speakers? No, it does not. Lovely. Means I don't have to put my headphones in. Because I don't know why.
You're not gonna wear your headphones?
Doesn't look like I need to. Look. Actually, I can even turn it up a little bit, probably. You notice that?
Huh.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, but I can still hear it.
Yeah, but
I don't matter.
not that you don't matter.
It's that you just don't care.
It's that it's not super audible from the bed. I'm probably louder than the game is. Plus, with the speakers, I can easily dynamically adjust the volume of my game to be less intrusive. Alright. Work on the ceiling. Skylight frame. Maybe I should do the skylight frame first. I don't think they're going to be a pain in the ass. Alright. Anyway, hello chat. Long time no see. Sorry I have not been streaming. I probably should have done something sooner, given that I've been back from break for multiple weeks and have been doing plenty of gaming, but I guess I just didn't. I don't really know why I haven't streamed at all since returning to the city. I just kind of haven't felt like it. And now I do. And so here I am. I think part of it was I kind of wanted to just do like backlog streams and like just play through games that I haven't played through yet, like what I'm doing right now. But I didn't want to make thumbnails for every game, and since I'm trying to commit to multicasting to YouTube, that was kind of like a whole thing. I was like, you know what? We just make some stupid YouTube thumbnail that just shows pictures of tons and tons and tons of games and call it good. And if the streams do like really poorly, then I'll just make it similar in concept with different in design thumbnail and try it again in the future. And so that's what I'm doing. We're just gonna do this and roll with it. I have found that not explicitly saying what game you're playing in the YouTube title and thumbnail actually, weirdly enough, boosts engagement. Like some of my most watched, that's not true. My most watched stream was the Subnautica drunk stream by a considerable margin. But one of the second highest, if not view counts, watch times was a blank thumbnail with black with white text playing Stardew Valley. But I didn't say anywhere that I was actually playing Stardew Valley. I was just playing Stardew Valley, bitching about homework or something, because this was last quarter when I was super overwhelmed. And that stream popped up. I don't know why. So we're just gonna roll with this for now and see how it goes. And it gives me a little bit more flexibility to just jump in and play different games during stream. Because, like, I don't know if I want to do Power Wash Simulator for the next 2 or 3 hours or however long I do it before I need to go do my lab reports. I just kind of want to be able to play something. And so hopefully this kind of format will let me just play games on a whim as I see fit. And we'll see what turns out from it. Maybe a lot of people will like it, maybe not a lot of people will like it. But the goal is to get games played, and we shall play some games. And we're gonna start with Power Wash Sim, because why not? I got the game over Christmas break, and honestly, I kind of expected to refund it, because I had tried it very briefly on Xbox on a friend's account, because they had it and they really liked it, and I hated it because of how imprecise Xbox controllers are for a game such as this. It was completely miserable. And so I was like, I would never like this game, but I like watching the game, and I think the premise of the game is enjoyable enough because it takes, you know, like the catharsis, I guess, of power washing something and seeing it get clean without the fact that power washing almost never makes something properly clean. Or at least it hasn't in my experience. I feel like everything I've ever power washed has been an enormous pain in the ass for very little actual payoff. Things are just go from very dirty to a little less dirty. They do not get clean, and it's quite irritating. Like we have a pool deck. We have a small pool at my family home where I go when I'm not in college, and the pool deck is, you know, just basic concrete and whatnot, but it gets, you know, pool water on it constantly, and I don't really think it has much of a grade. I think it's pretty flat. So, you know, water just kind of coagulates. It just sits there. And so the pool deck gets dirty, and it doesn't help that there's, you know, there, or at least for a long time, there was a bunch of pine trees around, and this, that, and the other. And so ever so often, you'd have to go out and power wash it, just like once a year or so. And I never really felt like it got actually clean. Same with power washing the deck. And one specific example of power washing that I really hated, we have some like rubber mats in the barn, and at one point my dad pulled them all out and was like, hey, you ought to power wash these. And given that it's my dad, it's not a suggestion, it's an order. And so I went and power washed them, and nothing changed. Power washed them for several hours, and I swear they were just as nasty as when I started. So we're like, well, guess they're just doomed to be nasty. And they are still nasty to this day. Although they're not quite the same amount of nasties. Some of the grime that didn't really come off the power washer has kind of been ground off, and, you know, dirt and mud and boots and whatnot going over it. Or dirty and muddy boots. Just like stomping over it, that tends to be fairly abrasive. And so they're a different kind of dirty now. They're not like, because the barn before we came had, I think, horses in it. And so it was like nasty horse as opposed to nasty mud. I don't know. I did update the stream game to be Power Wash Sim. Yes. Yes, wonderful. Okay. Yeah, I kind of like the game. It's different from what I normally play. And it's a really easy game to just play for 10 minutes and then put down, switch to something else. Like, I have an idle game going on in the background. What Revolution Idol. So I'm just gonna be every so often I'm just gonna hop over and do that instead of this for a little bit, and then I come right back in here, and we're gonna keep washing. That's how it's going to be. Dude, I've been watching Lindsay Nicole recently on YouTube. Her videos are so fire. They're like, I mean, the series is Evolution on Life That We Know Of, or As We Know It, or whatever. I think it's That We Know Of. And it basically just goes through all the major periods in evolutionary history, and she just yaps about, like, all the random cool shit that she knows and researches. And it's really neat. I really like how she does it, and I think she's good at kind of like her delivery. It's snappy and enthusiastic, and I like it. So, if you have not heard of them or seen them, highly recommend giving them a watch. They are pretty baller. I'm almost done. I've got one last episode to watch. Literally right before stream, I just finished the second to last episode. Dude, my watch later over I wasn't watching a ton of YouTube over Christmas break. And so my watch later playlists, because YouTube has that feature, which I ignored for the longest time, but I'm now finally using to its proper potential. It balloons to like 200 videos, and between watching them and just deciding, you know what, I don't want to watch this anymore, I have cut it down to like 50. And a lot of them are video essays. Why is there a gnome in the toilet? A lot of them are video essays about games that I don't want to watch the essay about until I played the game. Does that make sense? Like, for example, Control, White Light has an extremely good video about the game Control on his channel that I really want to watch, but I haven't played Control yet, and I want to play Control, so I need to do that before I watch his video. But I would like to remember that his video exists. Although I feel like of the many videos that I have in that category saved, the White Light Control video is probably not one I'm going to forget anytime soon. Just because I really like White Light. He's probably my favorite game retrospectivist. Like, he makes cool game retrospectives. As opposed to something like Rasputin, which is one of my favorite creators who kind of talks about games as a whole, or more like concepts from games. So he'll like his Skyrim video. He asked why do people still play Skyrim? Because he isn't a huge fan of the game. And he thinks it's weird that, so many people play Skyrim obsessively and buy the new editions and whatnot. But he doesn't, really give a retrospective on the experience of playing Skyrim in the way that, Patrician does. He's got, I think, a pretty famous 20-hour retrospective on Skyrim. Although he might be more famous for a 7-hour Morrowind review. Retrospective. But regardless, I like him too. But regardless, Raz doesn't really go as deep into stuff, or into the game itself, and he more focuses on the ideas and concepts in the game, which I think is really interesting. But it's certainly a different style than someone like White Light, even though I would say I personally like Raz's videos better. Dude, I think there's a couple creators and such creator groups that I would love to meet. I think Raz, Pine, and Yako I would probably be some of my favorite creators to meet. I don't really watch Yako's content, if he even has any, but I watch every single Iron Pineapple video, every single Rasputin video. They're so good. Bro, my mouth's dry. I've been sick for the past 2 weeks. So I'm actually going to go fill her one. So that's this washroom. Oh, haven't quite finished this tub floor. Okay, now it's done. So that's these urinals. I need to do the toilets last for an achievement. So I guess I'll do these urinals and this washroom, or do I do these? Actually, I guess first I do this. Clean up these walls real quick. I guess we'll do the other urinals next. Or maybe we can jump over and do some more of the treehouse. That concrete trim done? It is. Alright. I'm not looking forward to the Helter Skelter. I started it, I did the achievement, which is just to do all of the lights first. And it looks like it's not going to be very fun. And I'm not really looking forward to it. That looks like it's going to be way worse than the carousel was. And I honestly wasn't that much a fan of the carousel anyway. Alright, sister. I don't know, I feel like this game is very much something I like doing, but I haven't really felt like any of the stuff I've done in it has been super standout. Like, wow, that was a really cool experience. I liked that. It's kind of just been like, yep, sure am doing this. Not entirely sure why I'm doing this, but I sure am doing this. So we'll see if any of the DLC. I will say the bonus job that I did for the Mars rover was probably one of the more interesting jobs that I've done. I just did it because there was an achievement to do a bonus job, and you know what, we'll do the first one. We'll do the Mars rover. And I like it. There's a bunch of little things to clean. And you think I like cleaning off the cars more, but most of them just have rust, which takes ages to clean off, and it's not very fun. Unfortunately, you can't use the white nozzle for everything. I guess you can use the green nozzle for some of this stuff. Might speed stuff up a little bit. I don't know, I mostly just use the orange nozzle for everything. To the best of my ability. You know what else I've been playing a ton of recently that I should stream? I should play Rivals. I've been playing so much Rivals. Or, not like so much. Like, there are some people that have several hundred hours in Rivals already. That's not me. I've got like 25. But like, it's kind of a lot. I don't usually get drawn into live service games like that. I mean, the only historical examples of live service games I've really gotten drawn into are Brawlhalla, World of Tanks, and War Thunder. And Brawlhalla was just an extension of my crippling Smash addiction that I could play with friends without having such a shitty netcode. And I like tank sims. So World of Tanks and Brawl and World Thunder I like a lot. Although, in all honesty, I play World of Tanks Blitz, but I haven't played it in a long time. Probably will never play it actively again. War Thunder I might play again, but the grind isn't very enjoyable. Because I was playing Germany, and it's just like, well, I got past the super early BRs where Germany was really fun, and you know it's now mid BR, and Germany I'm just not having fun. I just it's the simple fact that I stopped having fun, and I started getting mad, and I was trying to grind for the Churchill, with the mortar on it that I thought was really cool, and I was just losing all of my matches all the time, and it's just like I felt like I could have as a German tank, you know, in the middle of the Russian apocalypse that is like right before the Tigers really get into the swing of things, and it's just KVs everywhere and T-34. It's just like can't play the game. It felt like, and I would get stuck, and because I was like trying to, you know, research every tank because that's just like what I do. Yo, what's up, Naro? I was like, dude, I gotta use, you know, this specific AA tank that absolutely sucks, and I sure would love to use, or I think it was the Ostwind that I really hated. I sure would love to use the Ostwind 2 or the one that came before it, but man, does the Ostwind suck. But I wanted to research the Ostwind 2 and this, that, and the other. It's just all sorts of problems, and trying to grind for the Churchill mortar, everything just went to shit. And I'm like, you know what? I'm quitting War Thunder, and I haven't played it since. Now I've been playing a lot more single player stuff by myself. Oh, that and Rivals. Because Rivals is good. Better than Overwatch. I didn't like Overwatch when I tried it. But I like Rivals. And I'll continue to play Rivals. I'll probably stream some Rivals, just because, although some of the people I play with are like stream shy, they're not very social. They like their little friend group, but they get stressed when they're on stream, which is understandable. I feel like if I was heavily introverted, like a lot of my friends, funnily enough, are, I would also get stressed out by being on stream, even though this is a relatively small stream. And you guys have met one of them, probably. Depends on how long you've been watching the channel. Did a cage lock with a guy, and that's one of the guys that I play with usually. But he gets stressed out on stream. Anyway, how are you doing, Naro? I haven't seen you in a while. Just kind of sitting here playing Power Wash Simulator while I yap. As one does. Yeah, sorry about that. As I often like to joke, world's worst streamer. But it's not your fault that it's been a while. I literally haven't streamed in 2 months. I haven't actively streamed in almost, and coming, it'll be a year in May. Was the last time I actively streamed. You going good? Just on my lunch break, so your streaming schedules don't seem to match up very well at the moment. That beats me, dude. I would say our schedules don't match up when I'm just not doing it. One is greater than zero and all that. Something that my brother says a lot. And I like it. I like that quote a lot. When someone's like, it's very much so, you know, you're complaining about this and whatnot, but like, you're missing the fact of the matter that this is it's like a one-sided thing. And not like a when you're streaming, it tends to be like 11 a.m. to midday when I'm at work. I'm just glad I saw you streaming, so tell me hi. Come say hi. Where do you live? Yo, thank you for the prime, dude. Appreciate it. It's not really a good investment of your prime. Oh, you're so right. Either I didn't know that about you or I forgot. But most of my yeah, it is a bad investment, by the way. My streaming schedule is not going to be anywhere near active enough that you can get any use out of it, but I do appreciate it nonetheless. I feel like a lot of my English, or a good number of my English speaking viewers are actually European. Although I do have a surprising amount of Asia slash Australia slash Oceania area. Oceania. It pisses me off when people say Oceania is a continent. Oceania is not a continent, it's a region. Specifically, it's Australia, the continent, plus all of the islands in the area. Australia is a continent. Oceania is not a continent. Just like people who say Canberra instead of Canberra. Nara, I bet you, as an Australian, I bet you people who say Canberra pisses you off so much, right? That was something that I always thought was hilarious, because I lived in Australia for 3 years when I was younger, and so I learned some of the things that piss Australians off. And Canberra is one of the big ones, from what I've heard. Very funny. Dude, I was fucking with this one guy, because, like, there was this one guy that was just really pissing me off. And so he was, like, making fun of me for, like, being American and whatnot. And I was like, dude, not even fucking American, I'm Australian. But, like, I watch, like, Friendly Jordies on a semi-regular basis, and I, like, know a little bit about Australian culture from living there, and can, like, make references that people who haven't lived in Australia wouldn't get. And so I actually pulled it off. I actually managed to convince him that I was Australian, which I think was hilarious. I've never pretended to be from another country before, just to fuck with somebody. Yeah, dude, I was like, I think what convinced him was me talking about the fact do you have huntsman spiders where you live? Because those fuckers are the size of your hands, and they'll just sit in your basement wall, eat all the bugs, and just piece the fuck out. I love them. Huntsman spiders are awesome. They literally do nothing but benefit you. Because they'll eat the other bugs that you don't want in the house. They're so chill. You literally just leave them alone. They sit on your wall up in the corner, so they're not even in the way. I mean, sure, if sometimes they'll be in an inconvenient spot and you have to try to relocate them, but usually they'll just sit on your wall and eat the flies in your house. It's so chill. And they don't even like come up to the main house. They just stay in the basement. It's crazy. People look at those spiders and they're like, Australia's got massive spiders on my walls and I hate it. And it's just like, dude, Huntsman spiders are like the best thing for your basement. Now, we had a couple black widows in the house during our time in Australia, and those are substantially less enjoyable to have around. But Huntsman's chill. They're like wolf spiders. If wolf spiders were massive and more useful. And didn't skitter around on your floors. And instead just chilled in the corner. Gotcha. Understandable. But yeah, no. I lived in Australia for when I was in like elementary school, and the schools down there are pretty atrocious. I went to a public school in New South Wales, and that shit was awful. Well, huntsman spiders hurt when they bite too. And the school was completely atrocious. The worst, probably one of the worst long-term experiences of my life. But looking back on it, I feel like just about everything else about Australia was kind of awesome. Back in, in like 2010. But oh my god, the public school that I went to was so unbelievably bad. One of the worst things I've ever experienced in my life was being there. And just I'm on the spectrum. And so, being on the spectrum and being young means I'm already prone to getting harassed and bullied and whatnot. But given that Australia, public schools just do not give a flying fuck about you, it makes everything so much worse. Do you live in New South Wales by any chance? It'd be crazy if you lived somewhat near where I lived. You work at a school? Queensland, gotcha. Yeah, I lived nearby Nelson Bay in New South Wales. And the school was at Tomaree Public School. That place was a piece of shit. Fuck that school. Place should be burned to the ground. Not really, but still. Fuck that school. Yeah, no, Nelson Bay, there's a lot of really nice shit in Nelson Bay. I was too young to know, how nice the area is, on a level beyond, what a 8-year-old can comprehend, but I'm pretty sure that's, a fairly well-off area. As far as, amenities and, just, general stuff to do. But yeah. Unfortunately, all of the cool shit about Australia, like being able to go to the ocean and like on the rocky beaches and whatnot, where you can just climb on rocks and whatnot, and then like everything nice about Australia was just kind of overshadowed by how miserable I was at school. Well, eh, it's life. Everyone's got their trauma. And I suspect I'm not the only one that had a horrific time in Australian public schools. I suspect that's relatable for all of my 3 Australian viewers, or however many of you there are. I don't know. I like Australians. They tend to be a little bit more honest. Right? That's what I remember. Like I feel like the Australians that I interact with are more blunt and I guess like down to earth slash fuck around and find out type people, as opposed to just lying shitheads. I don't take kindly to lying shitheads, but I don't know. Maybe that's just how Australia is portrayed in media, and I've been fooled into thinking that. And that everywhere there really is just mostly lying shitheads. But hey, at least in the U.S., we didn't privatize our water, so there's some wins. Sorry to get a little political, but didn't you guys privatize your water? I could have sworn Friendly Jordies ranted about that constantly. That's maybe New South Wales. That your water, like public water, was controlled by private companies, or something like that. You want to know about more about U.S. politics than Australia politics? You know what? Honestly, given how much that sounds about right for New South Wales. Yeah. Given how much it feels weird to say this, but it kind of feels like for okay, it's a little less funny when you're living through it. But you guys' politics is just as fucked up as ours. There's a lot of dumb fucks running the country in Australia. Do you watch Friendly Jordies? I like Friendly Jordies a lot. There are some places that seem to be doing stuff. Not here, though. Oh well. What can you do except try to survive? Oh no, I 100% believe that your government's getting better. Oh, Friendly Jordies is a YouTuber. He's an Australian journalist. You may have heard of him. His house got firebombed by like the mob slash like gangs that he covered. He covered a business. He covered a business like a shady real estate business in Sydney that has ties to gang violence, and they firebombed his house, or at least presumably. Like, he does like real journalism, not like the pansy shit. Or people are like, oh, local park builds 2 new bike racks. No one still wants to ride a bike because the drivers fucking suck and they kill everyone that goes out on a bike on the roads. But hey, 2 new bike racks. No, he does like actual journalism, and it's pretty fucking cool. It's sad because it just highlights all the shit that's going wrong in Australia. But it's cool that someone's actually willing to talk about that shit. If you haven't watched any of his long form content, strongly recommend it. Like, hold on. Let me talk. Let me give you some names of like some of the better ones for like his like long form shit. Oh yeah, the very one of the very first ones just called. It's just titled Fatty. Hold on, let me link this. Yeah, watch that video. Fucking love that video. I might rewatch that video after stream actually. Anyway, yeah. This goes just beyond Australian audiences. I do highly recommend Friendly Jordies if you're like just at all interested in shit. Yeah. It's one of his first proper video essays, slash exposés. It's just titled Fatty, and he's really funny. Friendly Jordies is absurdly funny, but like the shit hits way too close to home. He he filmed a video in former Prime Minister John Barilaro's house, exposing him for a bunch of heinous shit. And he was able to film it in his house because John Barilaro was leasing out his primary residence as an Airbnb. Like, how stupid can you be? Anyway, yeah, Jordy's is great. Yeah, no, it's called Bruz, Bruz. Highly, highly recommend you watch. Basically, he's got a playlist that's titled like documentaries or like. Hold on, let me pull it back up again. Friendly Jordies. Playlists. The key is called The Key Investigations. So it's like a bunch of shit about John Barilaro, and then some other stuff. Then he's got the stuff about firebombing. I wonder, did the video... Huh. I think the video that's preceded the firebombing one might have actually gotten taken down. I think it might have. Hold on. Let's check his posts. Probably because of like drama shit due to some of the other stuff. I don't know. It's a whole ass arc. Anyway. Yeah. I have watched Wendigoon. I actually quite like him. I don't really. His content isn't stuff that I like will actively consume, but I do like his video style. Dude, it's crazy how many people make so much good stuff on YouTube, and then there's just me sitting here like making D-rate contents and whatnot. I want to eventually make like actually real good YouTube content, but it's hard. I just do my streams, make do from there. The problem is my ADHD just causes me to start with a project. I get part of the way into it, whether it's writing a full script, recording all the footage, and then going through all the footage, and then my brain's like, all right, well, I'm bored. I'm gonna do something else now, and I'm like, what, and then it's just like, yep, that's what is going on now. So true. Yeah, that's why I prefer streaming, because it's just my brain can do the in the moment shit. I can just be like, all right, we're here now, we're doing this. It doesn't have to like commit to anything other than just. Yeah, no, I have ADHD and autism, so it's like, it's the push and pull. The push to try a ton of different cool projects, and the pull to immediately give up them as soon as I think of another thing that's cool. Yeah, I got a double whammy. It's would not recommend. It really isn't fun. How the fuck am I supposed to properly clean that pipe? Apparently like that. Alright, I think that's everything in here. Alright. More cisterns. More pipes. More floors. More door frames. More walls. More door hinges. Couple more lights. Couple more conduits. Couple more switches. Couple more ceiling panels. And of course, toilets. Gotta do the toilets last. Oh, 99 and urinal toppers and washroom walls. What the fuck am I missing? Alright. Something back here, I guess? Wall. 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 Wall, 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 wall. Wall, 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 wall. Where the fuck? Hold on. Oh, it's this one. You're so right. Alright. Boom. Now we just have 3 more toilet stalls. I do remember Gert. I actually talked to him in the past year. Like, he was one of the first guys I did content with, and then he kind of just fucking vanished because of his life. And then, like, he just showed up one day 2 years later. Yeah, no, he hasn't been live since 22. And actually, the last time he was live, I think, was when we were doing stuff. Was when we were doing a stream together. Yeah, no, he just showed up one day. Yeah, Gert's pretty cool. I like Gert a lot. The same thing, he ended up having to quit streaming because of life. Yeah, he's a super chill dude. Yo. Well, we raided him once. We did 2 streams together, I think. I don't think we got past the second one. Unfortunately. Do I have the stubby gun? Oh, I don't have the stubby gun. That's why shit's hard. Okay. The stubby gun helps so much more than having a short extension. If you want to ping Gert to stream again, then you know what? Fair enough. I forgot that I put the short extension on because I usually use either the short or the long extension. I don't often use the stubby extension just because I'm not usually in an enclosed space like this. So I was just kind of grooving along with the short extension, and I'm like, wait a second, I should be using stubby gun. That makes way more fucking sense. There we go. Got the floor. Alright, back wall. Let's go. There we go. Alright. Oh, the conduit's not done. Okay. And boom. Alright. Cistern pipe 7 out of 10. Did I not finish this one? I did not. There we go. Alright, 2 cisterns, 2 floors, 5 walls, or 5 door frames, 5 walls, 4 door hinges. Should only be 2 more lights. Which light's not clean? That light's not clean. Boom. Alright. 2 lights, 2 conduits, 1 switch, 2 ceiling panels, and some turtlets. Alrighty. We have a plan. And we should be done with this pretty soon. Did you see the new Indiana Jones game that came out a couple months ago? Both it's actually really good. Indiana Jones game. I don't remember what it's called. Probably Indiana Jones and the Great something. But I've heard it's actually really good. Me neither. I've just been watching that one because it's like, oh, you know, modern AAA game actually doing well is. I don't know. I like modern AAA games, but so many of them do so poorly. It's just kind of unfortunate. I think it was kind of Tomb Raider style, but with a slightly less badassery and a little bit more grounded. Because I think it was portraying Indy when as he's older, in his like 50s and 60s. There's only so much an old man can do in like a gunfight or whatever. I've debated getting the modern that one modern Tomb Raider. All right, I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna put some shorts on instead of pants. Dude, Epic Games is just kind of sad. They had one thing, and that was good free games. But when they started making the free games worse, instead of people sticking around because they had their free game libraries, they just went straight back to Steam. People bitch and moan about Steam being a monopoly, but it's a monopoly because they're objectively better than everyone else. Not because they're doing a ton of shady practices to corner the market. They just have the best shit. And people like having the best shit. I'm not even very much in frame. I need to move camera. I think. I don't know what to do with this camera. It's a little bit more centered, but you can't see Celta Screen very well anymore. Boo. You know what? That's valid, Garo. I play a lot of indie games nowadays. Well, I mean, I play a lot of everything, but I feel like I think I play more indie games than AAA at the moment, which is pretty common for a lot of people. But I still do like, the graphics and the big budgets of AAA games. It makes you cry. It's a damn good game. Interesting. I like games that hit the feels. I feel like a lot of people, especially guys, are like scared of being emotional. I like being emotional. I like being touchy and emotional and whatnot. I know I'm weird, but I just want hugs and to give hugs and to talk to people about their problems. I might get Borderlands at some point. I haven't really been seriously considering it, but I'm sure I'll see them in a multi-pack on sale at some point. I'm just like, you know what? Fuck it, we ball. And buy all of them at once. That's how I roll. Bro, what still needs to be cleaned on this wall? It's clean! My favorite game franchise is, as a dude, as something of a dude myself. Well, I guess, Nara, maybe that's why you like me, because we're similar in that regard. Almost done this job. Then I'll probably switch to another game. Don't know what game quite yet, but it'll probably be another game. When do you have to go back to work and get off your break? Technically 3 minutes ago? Well, I don't want to get you in trouble. That would be uncool of me. But I do appreciate you hanging out and dropping a prime. You got your office to yourself today? You think you'll just work while you work? You know what? Fair enough. I appreciate it. As long as you don't get in trouble, you're free to stick around as long as you want. And I guess technically, even if you do get in trouble, you are, an independent adult. I can't tell you what to do. Alright. Should be the last of those. Alright, and then the last of the door frames. Come on, door frame. Oh well. Okay, there we go. Got it. Alright. Floor. Wall. Alright, literally just the floors and walls. And then I can do the toilets. And you get one of the longer achievements in the game. If you weren't to do it the first time like I am. Come on, get clean. Darn. Still no word on the lab report yet. By 10 o'clock, I'll probably just have to go in and get Crackalakin anyway. Regardless of what other people have done. What sort of music have I been listening to? I don't really listen to music in my free time. I enjoy music when it's in games, but I don't really go out of my way to listen to stuff. And when I do, it's usually just soundtracks from games that I enjoy. Personal favorites are probably Celeste, Bravely Default, and then obviously Undertale. Because if you don't like Undertale music, you're wrong. And that's the only objectively correct opinion. Is that if you don't like Undertale music, you're wrong. Oh boy, what am I missing? Another wall? What? Oh, it's the back wall here. You definitely missed something? Oh, I was just saying that if you don't like like Undertale music, you're wrong. And that's it. There's no other opinion other than if you don't like it, you're wrong. I don't know if I'll ever actually play the game, just because I've obviously been spoiled of everything that happens in it. Yeah, T-A-L-E, not T-A-I-L. I was gonna say something about it, but I decided being a grammar Nazi maybe wasn't the correct play right at this very second. A rare moment of critical thinking. Such social skills, or whatever you want to call it. You have no idea what happens? Okay. So, buy it now and play it now before you do get spoiled. An unspoiled Undertale was probably incredibly special. Like, I'm serious. I got spoiled from it a long time ago, but I wish I had gotten a chance to play it before I was spoiled. Wait, have you heard the music? I'm gonna play one of the soundtracks right now. Okay. What do we want to go with? No, not Spear of Justice. There's one in particular that I'm thinking of. Is it this? Yeah, it's this one. No, this is the Undertale OST. Yeah. The soundtrack goes dummy hard. I probably will still get it and play it just to experience the soundtrack in its intended environment. Dude, the first review I see on Steam, the Second Coming of Christ would not come close to being as good as this game is. That's so funny. Also, it is definitely a game that will make you cry. So, that's something that you like. Whoa, dude, look at this ending screenshot. It's fucking just me hoofing it over that gnome. That's stupid. Do I have any particularly emotional games that I could recommend? Other than like, there's a few visual novels that I've played that are emotional, but probably. Yo, dude, you should play Unpacking. Play that game. That game's so good. What else? Oh, if you haven't played Celeste, play Celeste. If you have not played Celeste, play Celeste. I cannot say anything else, but fucking play that game. I feel like everyone should play Celeste. It's one of those games that just almost anyone can relate to. And if you can't relate to it, then I don't know what to tell you. But yeah, Naro, if you want to shoot me a DM on Discord, I can give you a list of games that I would personally recommend for, like more like storytelling or emotional based. All right. We'll do a little bit more of this. Catch you later. Alrighty. Oh, ban the bots. Ban the bot. Bam. Get banned, nerd. All right. How do I exit mod view? I forgot how to exit mod view. LOL streamer can't figure out how to leave moderation view. All right, you know what? I will do this. Ring be gone. Ring be clean. There we go. Yeah, I should play Undertale. Even though I've seen all of it before. On the YouTube. Alright, door. Yeah. What is this decoration? I don't even know if I can qualify it as decoration. I was right when they said this was an eyesore. Ugh. Actually, we're already 26% cleans. Today we haven't done a huge amount, so that's pretty good. Alright, let's do the slide. I think once I finish the slide, I'll probably just end stream. Just do a short stream for the day. Because I do have to do lab reports. And streaming myself playing Power Wash Simulator for 3 hours is not very conducive to doing a lab report, so. Once I finish with this, we'll go ahead and end. But expect more regular streams in the future. I want to keep doing them. Don't really want to let this, I guess, passion of mine, even though it's not like, I'm not as passionate about it as I used to be, but I still really like doing it, so. Yo, what up, Cupcake? New emote? Who dis? Oh, Cupcake's here. I got to stream for a little bit longer. Cupcake, when are you streaming today? Also, now that I'm streaming again, we should play Rivals. Well, I suppose there's a decent chance you just can't hear me. Not too much to get Rivals to work. Well, get Rivals working, nerd. I want to play with you. Sorry, that was maybe a little aggressive, but I'm glad you're doing well. Wee. I wish there was a button you could press to slide down the slide. Missed opportunity. Joseph Zombie, that would be me. Hello there. How are you? I need to figure out my camera frame. Because I'm like leaning all the way out of stream. I just need a new camera in general. This one kind of sucks. Anyway. What do we do next? That's the top right frame. How difficult it is to get is it to get up here? Okay. We'll do the very tippy top of the roof. Real quick. Do you play Power Wash Sim by any chance? Or I guess Marvel Rivals, since that's what I was yapping about when you showed up. With Cupcake. Dude, Marvel Rivals is top. There's a ranked mode? Huh? What do you mean there's ranked power washing? What? That's what do you even get ranked on? Oh, you're just fooling. Gotcha. Now I'm just curious about ranked power washing. How does that work? I guess fastest time, presumably? Or like least area covered multiple times, so like precision, I guess, like accuracy. Oh, I guess probably water used would be the thing. And then maybe like total steps taken or whatever. So you could, I guess, do power washing, the most power washing with the least amounts of movement or something. I don't know, I guess kind of like Portal 1, where it's least steps, fastest time, and least portals or whatever. Now I'm just thinking about ranked power washing simulators. I don't think I would ever want to play this game competitively. My technique is excellence. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? My technique is dog shit. Absolutely poo-poo. Oh, I can just do it wrong. I don't even know why I was standing on it. I can stand on the railing and potentially fall all the way down and crack. Kevin, I didn't know you were down bad like that, but no, I'm straight. Also, fuck off. I'm trying to work here. What other games do you play? Wait, how the fuck am I even supposed to pronounce that name? CTHRUGO. Pathrugio? I'm just gonna call you Rugio. Because I am a cop-out. Nope. Alright, ankle's broken. Absolutely fucking shattered. Kneecaps destroyed. Anyway, roof. Now I have fucking Asgore theme stuck in my head because I was yapping to someone about Undertale and he's never played before. So I was like, dude, you should play Undertale. The music's fire. And then I pulled up Asgore's theme and now I can't get it out of my head. Anyway. I should look and see if Undertale music is at all copyrighted, or if I can just play that shit on stream because it's so good. All right, roof done. We'll do the upper railing because I don't want to. Railings suck. Worst part of the game. Except for maybe rusty shit. And the skate park. The skate park was pretty unfun. Mostly because your equipment's pretty trash when you do it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Da, 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 da. Dum, dum, da, 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 dum, da, 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 dum, da, 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 dum, da, 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 dum. Da, 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 dum, da, 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 dum. Da, na, 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 na. Na 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 na. Alright, now we do the rest of it from over here. And I can't reach with the stubby nozzle. Boom. 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 Can't reach the rest of that pole. Okay. Definitely gonna need the scaffolding. Alright, now we can do this side. Alright. Got 6 out of 10 for both of them. Then we go up again. No. We go up again. Alright, and now we're at all railings and almost all posts. So in theory, we should just be able to run up and see what the last post is. This one. Understandable. Okay, if we put the stubby nozzle back on, the stubby extension back on, should just be able to go like so, like so, not like so, okay. Alright, that's all railings and posts, platform, underside, and support. We can do those next. One, two, three. 4, 5, 6, and 7. Alright, now for the other side, and then we'll be mostly done with... Well, actually, we'll be done with the deck. Honestly, this is going faster than I expected it to. Although I suspect the worst parts are still to come. Door deco is done. There's windows on this thing? No, let's do the second tier ring. Never mind, there's a slide in the way. Alright. We'll probably end stream here pretty soon. More honest, as soon as I get bored with this. Alright, only a couple first tier panels to go. That's the last one. We're 53% clean for the Helter Skelter. And 42% for the Treehouse. Still don't have any new jobs, unfortunately. I think we'll call it there. Thank you for hanging out, everyone. I appreciate it. I'm gonna be back to doing streams more often, I think. Just playing stuff in my backlog. So no consistency for when I stream, no consistency for what I play, but I will be around. So hopefully everyone have a nice Goodbye, everyone.